Welcome to our crew highlights. In this series, we'll get to know Earth Guardians leaders across Europe and Africa and learn how they are shaping their communities. Hi, welcome back to a new episode in our series about the crew highlights. My name is Louka, and today I'm with Moudjiba. How are you, Moudjiba?
Hello, Louka. I'm doing well. How about you?
Great, thank you. Could you maybe shortly introduce yourself to the audience, a little bit about yourself and what you're doing at Earth Guardians? What is your role at Earth Guardians?
Okay, thank you, Louka. So, hello, everybody. My name is Moudjiba Zakari. I'm the regional director in charge of administration and finance for Earth Guardians Africa. And yeah, I joined this amazing organization since 2015. And I had more than 6 years experiences on project management, raising awarenesses, team management, and also, raising awarenesses on climate change, climate issues, and how to protect our environment for the generation to come. Yeah. And as finance and administration director, my job is, to coordinate the 22 crews that we have here in Africa, to coach them in the how to run their project, the team management, and all those of things. Thank you.
Great. And you shortly introduced what you're doing as a region, which is interesting to see. We had last time Wolong, who is from Earth Guardians Cameroon, explained a bit how crews work, and now you explaining a little bit about the regions. So maybe to just give an image or an illustration to our audience, how many crews are there approximately in Africa, and how does it work? How is there a community in Africa? How does this cooperation or coordination between the different crews work?
Okay, thank you for the question. In Africa, we have, I can say, 22 former crews that we are working with, and every crew is like, independent. They are free to have their own action plan, their own project that they want to run in a year, or like they are free to organize their crew like they want, as they want, and have their own visions for the country, with their country's issue or the issue they are facing in their country. They can have their own vision, their own objective to attain to their activities. And as a board, the regional board, our work is to, guide them or to coach them in how to run their activities, and also look for partnerships for them, or help them get more partnership for their activities and projects. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for the explanation. And are you also organizing projects yourself, or is it more, as you described, more coordination and helping the crews to get a certain direction where they want to go, and also help them with potential partnerships or partnerships from Earth Guardians to other organizations? Are you also organizing some projects as a region, or how does this work?
Oh yes, we also are carrying some projects, but when we have a project, we are not working alone, like just the board. We select a crew that will work with. It will depend on the kind of project, the impact we want to have with the project, and the how to say the targets of the project. Like if the target of our project is in Cameroon or Burkina, for example, we'll work with the crew in Burkina Faso or in Ghana, for example. And yeah, that we also are carrying projects, but we are not working alone. We work with the crew that is more related to the project. Yeah.
Okay. And what are some projects that you've done or that you're currently doing?
Currently, we are working with the crew in Togo. We are working in two big projects, I can say. We are working on the producing of ecological charcoal. You know, here in Africa, our houses use a lot of charcoal made with trees. I don't know if you know it.
Yeah.
That is the kind of energy we use more here in Africa to cook some stuffs and all those. So the project is aimed to how to say, to bring another another solution, or to bring a solution to stop the pressure that is making in our forests to the production of the normal charcoal people know. So we are trying to use some wastes, like agricultural wastes, to produce this kind of charcoal, which is biological one, to reduce the pressure that we are making on our forests, and encourage people to go more like to go, or to how to say, to up more for the green energy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
for more the ecological solution. And is that so? For example, with Wellon, we also talked a little bit about this. How can you reach the best people in Africa and in Cameroon, especially? How would you say is it in Togo? Is it the same? You can reach the best people through our communities, through churches, through schools, through organizations, meetings of citizens, or how does it work in Togo? What would you say is the best way to reach your community?
Okay, I can say the best way is still the same. The best way to touch our community here in Togo is, to go through different ways, like Walang have said or explained to you. It can be through schools if the target is young people. If the target of the activity is young people, the best way to touch this target is to go through, cultural centers, and also through schools. But if the target is in the rural communities, as we use here in Togo to do, if the target is the rural community, you are supposed, or the best way to get to them is to go on rural communities, go to a procedure with the teeth and those kind of things. So it depends on the targets, the target of the project, and also the objectives you have for the project. You can make it to a sensitization program with children in school, or you can also do it through activities with rural communities.
Okay. And I mean, you've talked about your charcoal project, which is more on the energy side. Did you also do other projects in other domains or other environmental domains? Um, what would you say also maybe are the biggest issues in Togo that your community is facing? And what have you done in these fields to solve this?
Okay, thank you. We have one several programs and projects to try to solve some issues that we are facing here in Togo and in Africa in general. And I was talking about the biological charcoal that we are producing right now, but we are also working on, the, how to say it, how to say it, the word is
What is
missing.
the word in French, maybe?
Yeah. La production de l'agriculture bio.
Yeah,
Organic farming.
biological agriculture.
Yeah, on biological agriculture, we want to the biggest problem, like we are facing actually with the agriculture here in Africa is the using of insecticides. I don't know if is the good word in English, but here we are, the farmers use a lot of chemical fertilizers, and we want to raise awarenesses on it, like let them know the consequences this kind of practice is going to have in their how to say, their body, and the impact that will be in the soil, with the soil, the degradation of the soil, and so on. So we are also carrying out a project to make geological agriculture to awarenesses on the using of biological fertilizers, that we wanted to teach them how to produce their own fertilizers without using the chemical one. And yeah, that's what we are trying to do right now. And the other issue we are facing is the deforestation issue. Here in Togo, we are also facing this biggest issue, and we are actually running a project of with tree planting with a rural community in Togo. We wanted to bring the young people, or raising awareness with the young people in schools, to let them know how important is for us to make tree plants, to plant trees in our community, and how benefits this can be for us as human beings, and also for all our community and the generation to come. So we are carrying out a tree planting program in this school with all the children, and the program seems to be, we are, the concept of the program is one children, one tree, and there are about 250 children in school. So we will be planting 250 plant trees in this community. Yeah.
That is really, really cool. And maybe would you say that educating our communities and also educating from young on is one of the best solutions you've seen? Or is there something else that's maybe out there that you've seen from other organizations or also in other countries that would work best in Togo that has not been done yet, but which could be done? Or maybe also on the government side, if there should be something done, for example, on the energy side, have more clean charcoal, or as you said about deforestation, having a big national program. What have you maybe seen from other organizations or other countries that could maybe work in Togo?
Okay, thank you for the question. You know, the climate issue or the climate crisis is a real thing, and all our communities are aware of that. They are really realizing that we are facing the whole world is facing this biggest issue. But here in Africa, especially in Togo's context, you know, we all know that, yeah, that is the issue. We are facing this problem, this. But the community or the population is still looking for the government to come and bring solution, that for them is the due for the government to come and tell them, okay, we are facing this kind of problem, so we want to do this for you, do this. So I think the main work we have to do with our communities, especially here in Africa, is to let them know that there is, some small things that everybody can do to bring his contribution in this fight. And that is what we are trying to do. First, explain them what the climate change is, and how what is the causes and the consequences, so uh, they can more they can have more understanding on this issue, and then let them know that there are some small things, some random things that they can do or that they can stop doing to, contribute or to let this situation change. Because most of our population here in Africa, some also are thinking that this situation is like a kind of, I don't know the word in English, like a kind of, is they are taking it in the spiritual way or the religion way, like is the God is the one who is punishing us because of this, because of that. So we have to do a work, a deep work on this, and let them know that is, our day by day living or activities that we are doing is what bring us in this kind of situation. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally agree. There's definitely something that we can also see in other countries where a lot of people put the responsibility on the government. But as you said, there's a lot of small things that you can do. And it's amazing that you guys are working on that, providing and educating your community about small steps and easy steps that you can implement in your daily life, and that can help us solve this. Maybe a last question before thanking you for your time. What is your favorite thing about nature in Togo, in your country.
So, okay, my country, Togo. Togo is, I can say we are enjoying, of a tropical climate here in Togo, and this gives us like a great diversity of flora, yeah, is it flora and fauna? We have a big diversity of flora and fauna here in Togo, and despite of the pressure that is made on or exists on this flora and fauna, we still have some variety of species that are in how to say in the degradation under degraded. We have a lot of species that are under degraded here in Africa, like elephants, and some things like that. That is what make me really proud of my country. And we have some regions like Palimé, which is a town of Togo where when you go, you will see, big trees, animals, and you have these kind of places where you can how to say it, you can see the the beauty of the nature, and
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you very much for your time, Moudjiba. Thank you for sharing everything you're doing in Togo, and thank you for everything you're doing. It's amazing what you guys are doing about the energy sector and also the deforestation in Togo. So keep pushing forward, and I wish you all the best. And thank you very much.
Thank you too, Louka. It was a pleasure having this conversation with you. And yeah, thank you.
Have a great week and take care.
Have a great one. Take care too.